welcome to this channel, and here we are going to be working on this year 2025 November GCE questions, and this is paper 2 on geometric construction. And here we have question 1. Question 1, as we have here, says that figure 1 shows the elevation and incomplete plan of a square block surrounded by a square pyramid in first angle orthographic projection. Okay, on the next page we have the questions that we are to answer here. The question says, question A says, copy full size the Roman figure 1 giving views, Roman figure 2 complete plan, Roman figure 3 auxiliary elevation on plane x1 y1. So that is question A of question 1. Alright, so let's go and work this out. So we are going to draw the given views, the complete plan, and also the auxiliary elevation on plane x1 y1. Alright, so let's look at the diagram as we have here. This is square, so the length or side of this square is 50 millimeters. Then this is the plan. Then for the front elevation, so we have the thickness from here to here to be 20 millimeters, and from here up is 30 millimeters. So the plane is at angle 45 degrees to the horizontal as we have here. So what we are to do first, as we are requested, is that we are to draw the given views, so which is this plan and the front elevation. So let's go and work that out. So the first thing that we are going to do here is that we are going to draw a vertical center line. So I'm going to have the center line like this. Okay. Alright, so here we have the vertical center line. Then at this point here, I'm going to draw a horizontal center line so that we can construct the square, which is the plan. So the next thing that we are going to do here is that we are going to take a measurement of 25 millimeters from this center to this side. This is 25 millimeters, and from here we also take 25 to this side. This is 25 millimeters, and also we are going to take 25 from here, from the center here. So we take the 25 millimeters down. So this is 25 millimeters down, and 25 millimeters, so this is 25 millimeters up, making 50-50. So we are going to draw horizontal line at this point here, and come up here. We also draw a horizontal line, so horizontal line like this, and then here we are going to draw a vertical line. So we draw a vertical line at this point here, okay, to touch these two lines, and also at this point we also draw a vertical line to touch this point. So we have drawn the square. So now the next thing that we are going to do is that we come up a bit and we draw a horizontal line like this, and then from this point we are going to draw a vertical line. So we draw a vertical line to touch this. Okay, so let's come up a bit, and then we also draw a vertical line so it comes up a bit. Okay, so we are going to take a measurement of 20 millimeters up, so 20 millimeters above this line, 20 millimeters above this line. Let's take it on the center here. So this is 20 millimeters. So here we draw horizontal line at this point. So we draw horizontal line at this point here. So this is the horizontal line. So I'm going to complete this. So I'm going to complete this just to touch this line, and also this one to touch this line here. Alright, so the next thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to take the height of the pyramid on the base. So the height is 30. So I'm going to take a measurement of 30 millimeters up. This is 30. So this is 30 millimeters up. Okay. So the next thing that we are going to do is that we, as we have here, that the base of this pyramid is the square base of this pyramid is 30 millimeters. So that 30 we divide it by 2. So 30 by 2 will give us 15. So we are going to take 15 from the center here. We take 15 to this side, and also we take 15 to this side. Alright, so then the next thing that we are going to do is that we are connecting. So this point here, we are connecting it together with this point. Okay, so that's the apex of the pyramid. So we connect this together like this, and then we also connect this together. So we connect these 2 points. Connect them together like this. Okay, so now we are not going to make this line. Let's make it visible. by making it a thick line, so from here to here, okay. And also, so coming down here, we do the same thing, so we make this line a thick line like this, okay. Alright, so we have this, and then coming down here, let's bring out the thickness of the edges of this base part. So we make that line a thick line, and we also make this line a thick line from here to here. Alright, so this line will be drawn a thick line, and also this line should be made a thick line. And coming to this side, so we also make this line a thick line, and then this line also make it a thick line. Alright, so we have drawn the given views. Then the next that we are going to do is to complete the plan. So complete the plan. So what are we to do with the plan? Okay, so the square edge of this particular square pyramid is shown. So the 4 square edges of this, or the base of this pyramid, you should be able to see it here. Okay, so what we have to do with this is that since the square base of the pyramid, it has a length of 30 millimeters, so we come down here. Okay, so we come down here. So I'm just going to take 15 millimeters up. So we take 15 millimeters up, and we take 15 millimeters down from the center here. This is 15 millimeters. Okay, so then the other part that we have here, so which is this point here, I'm just going to draw a vertical line down from here, so to this point. Okay, so we have it like this, and then I'll come to this side also, and also draw a line down here like this. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to draw a horizontal line. So I will draw a horizontal line, so making it a thick line from here to here at once, and then I'll come up here and do the same thing. So draw from here to here and making it a thick line from here to here. Alright, so then this line, so I need to make it a thick line so that the square can come out and be able to see it. So we make this a thick line, and also we make this a thick line from here to here. Alright, so we have the square here. That is, this square that we have here is for the square base of this particular pyramid here. Alright, so now what else are we expected to put here in this drawing? Let me bring the figure. So for this figure that we have here, so we have a center line that you can see here. So it means that the way this pyramid is positioned, it means that we have this surface as a flat surface, and that's what we have here. So we are going to have some lines, so some lines on the edges of the pyramid. So we are going to have it here. So we're expected to draw a line from this point, okay, from this point here. So we draw a line from here to here, okay, like this. And also, so we also have a line from here to here, okay. Alright, so then we also have this line by connecting these two corners together and passing through the center of the square. So we have this, so we have it like this, okay. So that's what we have here. So we're expected to make this here. Alright, so the next thing that we are going to do, we have completed the plan as we are asked to complete the plan. Then we now need to draw the auxiliary elevation. Okay, we have to draw the auxiliary elevation. So I'm going to make this point. Let's make this point 0.1. So this is 0.2, this is 0.3, and this is 0.4. So here, or here for here, I will make this point to be A. So this point is B. Okay, I'll call this point, this is point C, and this point I will call it point D. Alright, so before we go on, so we also need to do something before we draw the plane. So we need to draw a horizontal line from this point to this side, and then here I will do the same thing. So draw a horizontal line from here to here, and coming up here I will draw a horizontal line from this point to here. So then I'm going to draw a vertical line. So we draw a vertical line from this point down, okay. So and I'm going to number this point. So if you look at this point that we have here, so on this point here we have what? Here we have so here we have what? We have 1, so comma 2, okay. Here we have what? We have 3, so comma 4, okay. We have that, and also we have the same thing here, up here and up here. So we have the same thing there. Okay, so let's call this one, let's call it point O here. So this is point O, and then at this point we have what? We have A comma B, okay. And then, okay, so this is D, not B. So this is what this is, point C, so comma D. So we have it here. Alright, so now, so let's work on the plane. Let's work on the plane. So the plane is on the same horizontal level with the object. So we extend this line to this side like this. Okay, we extend to this side. Okay, so the plane is at angle 45 degree to the horizontal, and the distance between the front elevation and that plane is not given to us. So all we have to do is to draw a line at 45 degrees set square. This is my 45 degrees set square. So draw a line in this direction like this. Okay, so we have it. So this particular plane is plane x1. Okay, plane x1 y1. So you need to write this. Okay, so the angle between them like this is 45 degree. So let's put the angle there. And also this line is line xy. So this line is line xy. So make sure you put it there. Alright, so the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to draw our lines from the point on this base, because we are drawing auxiliary elevation. So whatever line that you want to draw, to get that auxiliary elevation drawn, we have to protect the line from the point on the base of the block. Okay, so that's what we are going to do. So this line is at angle 45 degree to the horizontal. So we are going to make use of angle 45 or set square 45 degree to draw a line from each of these points, so that those lines will be at right angle to this plane. This is what I mean. So I will take my 45 degree set square, set it at this point like this. Okay, so I'll set at this point, and I will draw a line. So draw a line from this point up. Okay, so I will take it to this next point. So I will take it to this point and draw. Okay, then coming to this point here, so I will draw from this point. Okay, and then at this point here, so I'm going to draw from this point. So these 2 points, they are together, so I'm going to draw like this. Okay, then I will come to this point here. So coming to this point, I will draw this. Okay, and then so at this point I'll also draw a line at this point. So and then so this line, it passed through the center here. So if I need the center, I need to make use of this line. So we need to extend the line. Okay, so I'll draw this line up. Okay, so also I will take this one, so take it up like this. Okay, and then this I will take it up, and then this line I take it up. So for this particular one, I take it up, and then for here I will take this up. Alright, so having done that, so we are going to do some things. So along this line, so let me call this point, let me call it point 0. So this is point 1 and this is point 2. We are going to transfer these distances, we are transferring them here, okay, on the auxiliary plane. So how can we do that? So we take the compass. So take the compass, okay. So this point here, this is point 0. So we have point 0 here. Alright, so then we are going to take 0 to 1. So 0 to 1. So this is 0 to 1. So we bring it here, and then we make an arc here on this line, okay. And then so we do now 0 to 1 to 2. So 0 to 2. So we have this, okay. We have this point. So make an arc here. So transfer it to this point. So if I'm labeling this, so or numbering this, this is point 1 and this is point 2. We have this. So also this point have to be transferred to this side. So I'll just take my set square, set it along this line, along this point here, and then I will transfer this to this side, and then coming up here at point 2. So I'll also transfer this. So transfer this to this side. Okay, so we have that. So the next thing that we are going to do is this. So if I'm looking at this object in this direction, because we are drawing auxiliary elevation, it means that the angle of view, so is here, that is angle 45 degree. So I'm looking at it in this direction. So I'm going to see this surface. I'll see this surface just like this surface that we have here. I'm going to see it. So let's take note of that. So a surface at this point, okay, rectangle at this point, and it should look like this rectangle. That's what I'm going to see. So how can we locate that? So let's put this point. So let's locate it. This point is on point 0. So if I go up on this line too, so I have the point here. I need to extend this line to touch this. So it goes like this. Alright, so this point, so we have this point here, okay. Alright, so then also So we have this point here. So following this line, we have a point here. Okay, so we have a point here. Okay, all right. So then we now have that there is a line. This particular line, it is from 0 to 1, and this is the point. Okay, this is the point. We also have the same thing here from 0 to 1. So the rectangle that I will see on this surface is what I have here. So let me bring it out for us to see it. So we make this line a thick line from here to here. So and also you make this a thick line from here to here, and then so this line, so you make it a thick line from here to this point, and then this also make it a thick line, so from here to here. Okay, so we have this. Okay, so that's the rectangle that I will see on this surface. This is how it will look. Okay, so take note of that. And then other thing that we are going to see here, I'm going to see there is a rectangle that I'm going to see here on this surface. So where do we have it? We have it from here to here. So we have already located this one. So we just need to locate this one on 4. So which is, so it falls on this 0, and there is a line to this point. Okay, so all we have to do, so we make this a thick line so that rectangle will be visible to us. So we also make this a thick line from here to here. Okay, so we have it, and then here also we have this line, a thick line from here to here. Now other thing that we are going to see, so if I'm looking at this object on the top, that is for this, I'm going to see the triangle on this surface. That is what they want us to do, and they want us to bring out. So I'm going to see a triangle on this surface here. So just like what we have here, I'm going to see it on this surface. So let's locate it. So this point B, where do we have it? We have it at this point. Okay, let's take note of that. And also, so this point C here, so this point C here, so we have it at this point here. So let's take note of this. So we have it at this point. Okay, so we have it here. So then the apex of this object, so the apex is also along this line, so which is this point. So which is this point. So all I have to do now is that I'm going to connect these 2 points together. So this point, so I'm connecting this point together, and this line will also become a straight line. So this is how it should be. Also, if I'm looking at it, I'm going to see a triangle along this surface here, just like this. So it will be around this surface here. So I'm going to see it around this surface. So I've located one, which is this one. Then just to complete it as a triangle, so I need to come up here to this point. Okay, so this is point D. So I will connect this together. So connect this together like this. So we have this. Okay, so this how it's going to look on the as an auxiliary elevation. The only thing that we have here is that a line at this point will be hidden from us. A line at this point will be hidden from us. So we can have it. So this will be short dashes line at this point. Okay, and also so part of the line of the triangle. So here, so we are just connecting this together like this. Okay, so we connect this together to this point. So we have this one. All right, so with what we have here, so we already have the auxiliary elevation in place on plane x1, y1. It's as simple as I've done it here. All you have to do is to practice, and we practice this, become a master at this work. Thank you, keep on practicing, and God bless you.